Today we get two gentlemen who inside the studio, but at this time we welcome the Deputy Auditor General from Audit Service Alone, More Lansana, where they can tell you about the 2023 audit report. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Good morning, 98.1. Good morning, listeners. Good morning, viewers. Happy New Year to Sierra Leoneans.
And also we get somebody we come out from Air Salon, we can tell you about the first flight. We then will get to at the head of media and communication, Augustine Bona. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Sabchi. Good morning, Sierra Leone.
So I start with you, Mr. Moi Lansana, as Audit Service Salon, now a government agency where responsible for conduct audit of all public institutions, government ministry and other entity them where they receive public fund, and then get the power for do this through the Audit Act of 2014. And this BNTM we see Audit Service Salon don't present the 2023 audit report to Parliament. But after that presentation, they different concern and controversy don't they come out from this 2023 audit report from different individual and other institutions. Them our Audit Service Alone they do the work. The reason we get more lands and with we now the studio. So for add to just what you are saying in terms of the introduction about Audit Service Salon, what more you go add for let people get a proper and clear understanding on the role of Audit Service Salon.
What I go tell Sierra Leoneans and that yes, the Audit Service Act will make reference to in the existence, but law they will be done the Constitution of Sierra Leone 1991 Constitution, when are the grandpa or great grandpa law of Sierra Leone, where section 119, now a whole chapter in that constitution there, we create the office of the Auditor General, we now from the Audit Service Sierra Leone don't come on, we give that mandate, that principal mandate for audit all institution. I will interest you for note which institution. Now public institution the way government don't create by act of parliament, institutions the way they receive money for and on behalf of the people of Sierra Leone. Wherever government money go, either a wholly government the supporter or a partly government the supporter, the Auditor General get the mandate for looking them. And in doing so, they go get access to any information where he wants. After you don't carry out that mandate day, the Auditor General get the responsibility to report on in findings. Which is the report anything where it be observed in the course of in work, where it tell you for lay address, you know about address them in form of recommendation, and where the Auditor General deem necessary if for communicating to the people of Sierra Leone when not through Parliament. So the report it is sent on a Parliament. So that report the way the Auditor General sent for 2023 on the account of Sierra Leone, not to the first one that one day we don't do audit and we don't send them. Probably people that go on know how the process they go.
Exactly.
For a start, like now this now 2025, we get for do last year 2024 account. We don't begin write to anybody we want audit, and we they give them ample time. In fact, the letters and they don't begin go since December last year. We they inform them say we not get obligation, we not get responsibility under the public offices provisions there inside the laws of Sierra Leone. We not day that. Come next year, that is in December last year, we say come 2025 with the audit now. And for this reason, we are ready Audit Service Sierra Leone, they can't for do them work. From December last year, we don't begin do the engagement then day. This year, the starting of this year, early this January, we don't begin send additional correspondences to some of the institutions. Then the whole office will for begin audit one for let them get preparedness. Once the time reach for let we go in, we they go into the institutions and they will get a clear understanding as to what they do. After they understanding, then we resources not too big. That is this manpower not boku. And inside a year, until one institution go undertake a lot of activities. We will not go see. We look at all the activities and they. So why would they get the understanding and they now for level now risk-based approach all this system would they use. So focus on high risk areas. Once we get in, we don't begin to exercise. We get the understanding. This understanding can come through interview. The interview people there. Now you they tell. Now you they manage your office. Now you know how you set up there. Now you they tell what you do there, what you know they do. Once you get that understanding there, we begin do the exercise what they call the execution phase of the exercise. This execution, I then I will tell you say, you be say they do this or you don't do this. Bring records for support with you. Don't tell me. Whether they controls the way for day, whether they approvers the way for day, whether they authorities the way for day for let you do what you do, whether it day. Now that time they would request for records. Now that time they would request say, let go see site. Now that time they would request say, let do reperformance until you don't add 1 + 1 is equals to 2. We say they do recalculate. Anything way you don't do, we say they do for confirm for satisfy. We say what you do, now correctly you don't do, and for the interest of the people of Sierra Leone. In the course of what would they do that, if any deviation, they would communicate to you in the form of audit queries.
Those one are deviation.
That is, if you be say 1 + 1,
okay.
when you say 1 + 1 is equals to 2, but we realize say 1 + 1 is equals to 5. That you don't deviate, not to 2 na 5. So what you they do, they communicate to you now. You be say 1 + 1 na 2 inside this office here, but we don't realize say this 1 + 1 we put together na 5 what you say. So we still listen to you. Whatever you say, we corroborate them. They will tell you say no, it's not correct. 1 + 1 is 2. According to the laws of Sierra Leone or according to the information we available and what you don't do. So therefore, in correct time 1 + 1 inside a book na 2. Write the 2 day. If you agree for write that 2 day, why should they on the feed? No problem. We will say thanks very much. Continue for do that day that anytime we see 1 + 1 na 2, but not to 5. But if you deny, say you know the do where we get the responsibility and the authority, within the authority, laws and the way they govern public offices. We get the Public Financial Management Act, we get the Procurement Act, now the sample number I give for that 1 + 1.
Right.
So if na deviation from that thing, then they would tell you say this law say na this.
Okay.
But if you say na 5, they will communicate to you in the form of draft report. That it don't begin go bigger now. Okay. First na query small, it go bigger. Well, let we come back. Then they go bigger. After it don't go big in the form of draft, you they still respond. The law say 15 days so you receive with draft, you send response. When you respond, they go verify. In fact, that word verification. Now we no more audit service Sierra Leone. In the all of within a club, both because Supreme Audit Institution, all of the institutions that we auditing institution of other countries, they don't get that. When they done the field work, they don't do now they issue report to you, you respond, they done. But we they go back, we follow up on you respond before we issue what you call final. In that final management letter, what you be say, what you observe, what you respond to with the recommendation, and what you after you respond, what you will verify a day in that form of the template day. Now that they will communicate you as final report. The outstanding issues in that final management letter. Now the issues and that at the end of the year with the auditor they collate, meaning I think the way you know address at all. So that don't address it can be in the following form. 1, you partly address some of the issue we will tell you for do, but the one we left a big part, the one we not address, so they put inside the report. Right. Number 2, you not address at all. So they did inside the report. So that report who now they see now the outcome of the exercise and the way the auditor general they do, now they give rise to that report who will submit to now. So for last year, now on the account of Sierra Leone for 2023, right. Now we'll report to Parliament.
Now, when the 2023 audit report come out, we get a lot of concern. This make I go ask, when una can do an audit, almost days una can take for almost days una can take an institution firstly.
It depends on the institution. The process not the same. So I go consider the smallest institution with the inside portfolio. Now a primary school.
Okay. Now
then at the small wait, you ask for how many days? Now the smallest institution down there. We not they take anything less than 3 months for do a primary school. The reason being, already I don't talk you go just say na fast forward business. No, every phase of the audit where it done, you get quality assurance where they factor in there. Like I gonna feed, I do a work. If na interview I go do, I they come back to my supervisor, he check whether that interview I do a day in line with waiting that audit objective the way they be done set for whether a day in line. If any change the way, if I go do more, then they go back and do more. So if all the processes then they follow up to the time where the report they come on, they go through a lot of scrutiny, and those scrutiny takes time. So therefore the least auditor would do. So imagine now if you think of a big ministry. So the least period will they take per one audit. That is from the time we begin for plan, we execute, we report. The least, looking at the least entity, na 3 months.
All right, we're not can find out say fault day on want document for certain project where somebody implement. Again, almost days on can write to that institution and tell them say, now then documents there we want. Before when I finally put another audit report.
Hey brother, I don't explain to you from
no,
December.
Because the reason why I ask, we a lot of institutions them this BNT, I guess you are aware. So we say una no do the right thing.
So where we
reach
they just raise that up, they are going to make it clear to the listeners and una will be there at the studio. So if I don't tell you from December last year, we they come for you in advance. So many 3 months in advance we don't communicate to you, say we they come. So that gives you an indication that not to secret business we do, not to hide business, not that transparent business. 3 months we don't tell you say we they come. And with that communication, they communicate to people that say we they come. That communication now they call engagement letter. So meaning we they tell you what they can do, the mandate, waiting at the objective of the exercise, what would they expect you So you see, with the even indicator based on the laws that we will get, with the even indicator and say, now you the manage this office, so we dey expect say you for don't put A, B, C, D, E, F, G in place. Then in addition, we dey also tell them say, if all what you don't talk, you agree on them, do you sign this engagement letter and send it back to me? Then they sign them. As I dey talk, the auditor general don't begin receive the signed engagement, meaning all what you don't talk. The client, they don't accept that they are ready. And the good thing about Audit Service Sierra Leone, what would they do? Would they even preempt based on the management of public offices that, okay, in public offices in Sierra Leone, by and large, on average, these documents would they expect, these are the normal form of documents, would they expect that it go dey? It not mean say you forget them, but would they expect that it go dey? If we can now, you say, they will not get problems. So these are the things we do in advance. And when we come and communicate to you, based on the interview we dey get with you, we dey write several other requests wey go help you for do work more. So if you say how long, is communication, in fact, now open communication from the start of the audit to the point where they end the audit. So it's communication.
So in terms of the early warning or early letter one can send for let people cooperate to now, how you would describe the compliance so far of the institutions that we own the cover in on auditing?
When I will mandate to get for communicate, then the auditing, they just happen in silo, not to what I think. Something then the way the government will they call auditing standards. It require we for communicate to the client that
after I don't communicate.
Well, they comply definitely you not get option. No, they compliance definitely we will not communicate so they can engagement letter don't go. And most institutions, the minister, they will the supervisor institution, will they copy you minister. So definitely you not get option. So and the good thing about it, I wish some of them go do online now for coming. They can even write, do you have this letter we don't write now? You say they come February. Now big February will not go ready. We go one let begin a March.
They can state the reason why they
don't
prepare.
Yes, they communicate to have those evidences. And the auditor general being human, being a Sierra Leonean, somebody don't explain the problem, say, do you have no can now? We now wait for we March. Then and there what would they do? They say, okay, write to them back. The auditor general they write back to them. He say, okay, fine, no problem. Until now don't say, my do ya. The people that were relevant to this audit, where if you say where the audit team come, they go able to do a successful audit exercise. Do ya tell them this time here we will come for do the exercise. And the good thing about the audit exercise, well, we can only all mandate they not to for can give problem to somebody. Now systems so they can review. Audit they add value to the institution. So it's like when you jump I go talk say you balance them now a disservice to the people of Sierra Leone because that value they will go add. The issues they will go identify for add value to the institution, then it will be missed out.
So the objective of auditing, is it enough for let people know how to use government fund or let them be tried for be transparent or accountable?
Now part of the accountability in the governance system. Now one arm down because if you let loose public resources or public office somebody, nobody know they for checks and balances. They definitely somebody go lost track. We are human. We are human, so therefore somebody need in a part of the just the accountability circle. In the accountability circle, and we call it democratic dispensation in every country. Oversight is very important, and that principal oversight body in any country now the Supreme Audit Institution. So now that mandate no more audit service they carry. Okay,
well that's now Maury Lansana, Deputy Auditor General, Audit Service alone. We don't take with you the first step they will give for audit any government institution and other entity them. Continue for the way to inside the program. We'll come back to you. We'll tell you about the institution they will now audit so far. Over to you, Usman.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue as you reap one of headlines to read them inside the program this morning. We did talk to the head of Media and Communication na Air Salon, Winner Augustine Bona Esquire. Good morning, sir. Welcome to Radio Democracy.
Hi, good morning, Maurice.
For somebody we maybe in the first term, the about Air Salon, give me background to this particular plane.
Thank you very much. We people MK calls they don't say we Salon actually gets like a flight on your own. The history of the aviation industry in this country span back since the 1940s, where Salon starts for gets plane alongside other African nations like Nigeria, Ghana, Gambia. Then Salon we come together and form a corporation where give the region a flight. That flight day by 1958 we see say it go down, and then the independent nations them then they try to get independence, and most of them countries and they start to get flight them on their own. Salon self starts to get flight. We start to get Salon Airways, we Commodore, we get Salon Airlines, and many more. Take to Fly Salon, we start in 2014 and then we've been shut down in 2015. Now, Air Salon, they come for can cover the gap we Salon down, they in for the longest of time. And we start them with a regional route. And then we get planned for expand them with destination to various other places of the world.
So before you talk about the regional route, let's look back at Air Salon now with so many controversy and things on need for clear. Now you there with the chance for you go make right and correct. The issue about changing of its name, the issue about enough fitted for the on air and stuff like that. Take people in through in terms of assuring them about Air Salon and how much it fits. I mean, for people to get that belief for say this night flight wago is for travel, gonna the different side them we're not going to destiny them for.
Okay. Firstly, we don't ever change the name. We've always been Air Sierra Leone.
Okay. They talk about the flight itself, like the aircraft itself, the plane itself.
Yes. The plane itself, the one way currently they Salon an Embraer 145 flight. And we don't brand them as Air Sierra Leone because the private company where they run now, and they run them with the name Air Sierra Leone. So the plane name Air Sierra Leone for now. You never get any other name since we actually start for run this business. Now it's clear we don't get a lot of stories them about this flight. Let's just hasty for make them clear say now just one of the 3 flights we get that one day. The Embraer 145 is just one of the 3 flights we get, and that one they get for they do regional route. We also need to understand, say, the aviation industry, a very highly regulated industry. It's not like SLRSA or motorcar or bus or train. For let one plane grab now one airport for go na the other airport, you get forget checks, protocols, and clearance from the airport where you grab to the other airport. Also, you go land for ensure say you plane airworthy is safe for left this country first and it's safe for good land na the other country. Which is why we don't count with dates and so many times, for start with operations and then we hold back because we won't forget all the things and they checked and cleared. And once we start operations, we know we get for say, okay, we need clarifications or we need certification from this point to this point. Now we are set, we're safe because we don't pass all the checks the way we're supposed to go through. And then we start we regional flight and we first destination for now in Nigeria.
All right. Why somebody for use this flight, Air Salon?
Now, Nigeria, as a sovereign state, then gets the power for conduct regulatory checks on Air Sierra Leone as they don't do and don't approve and they don't give you the clearance because the flight airworthy for fly. Salon don't do the same. Now, we know we'll get every single person at Salon individually for go do checks on the flights. That expertise and all that. We get a few people we get the engineering background, we get the sabi, and we get the qualification for doing checks and then people in the institutions and they like the SLCAA don't do them checks and they don't certify the flight as airworthy that's able safely for take people in a Salon and carry them go Nigeria and bring them back. Now these flights fly from Nigeria for Can Salon. We don't do a test flight this Saturday pass from Salon to Guinea, and it's okay. If that flight will not be okay, even the aviation industry in a Salon, the regulatory body in a SLCA, no go allow them for actually grab because this you talk about the lives of people and now, and we just put money as against the lives of people. So we are safe. The flight is reliable and we're ready for fly.
All right, almost days when I get for the fly from.
We get for the fly 3 days a week for this regional flights where they go Nigeria. That's on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We left Salon 9 o'clock every of the day, and then we left Nigeria. When we reach a 3 hours flight, when we reach Nigeria, we left Nigeria at 3 o'clock Nigeria time. We go be 2 o'clock Salon time now.
Okay. Now let's look at the workman them we get for work now this particular plane where people can call flight attendants. Is it Sierra Leoneans or we get foreigner them?
Majority of the one that we get for the work on the flight get for Sierra Leonean them. Now we need to understand that we don't get a destination in Nigeria already. Means we get for set up office space in Nigeria for coordinate with business affairs and in which case certainly we go on for employ Nigerians and for run their affairs and but if Salon person qualify as an advert they already out right now, we the adverts on position for Nigeria, if Salon person qualify equally, then can employ. But then a couple of days ago, we put out the picture and story about we flight attendants, and we realize say they're all na Sierra Leoneans. This now ladies that we don't deem the rest of their life for work na plane, but they never get the opportunity because then country not get like a flight way they want, or they not get like the aviation school in this country. Then ladies and they go out in Nigeria, they go get training, they don't get the certificates, and then they don't come back for cancer. Not other country now, but their own country, it's the first. We don't get so many stories we think them few days there, but people we been get that same teams day, but they need for them get for left Salon and go to places like South Africa, Nigeria, Ghana for go achieve that dream day. But then ladies there now get the opportunity not for go to other country for go practice, but then we think their own country, they serve their own nation and they serve them people.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue, and this time I will bring in Maury Lansana, Deputy Auditor General, Audit Service Salon. We don't take you through the first step though they can file for audit all ministry, department and agency and other entity them. Over to you, Mr. Lansana. According to the Audit 2023 report where we get with Unaya, the table contains chapter 2, top our ministry, department, agency, and diplomatic mission, and also local council. But let we go through first the government institution they wanna audit, and we know some of the key things they wanna fair not from the government institution.
Thank you very much. We're not to chapter part 2. So
okay.
The two chapters on that part today. So the ministries, department, agencies, and other ministries, of course, will exist. They are there, they are in existence. The same process we are going to explain now will follow, but in that report within the day, now that now one type of audit we will do per the all on the ministries and departments, what they call compliance audit. As the name implies, meaning there is set criteria they've been there, we therefore comply with. Some of the criteria then are waiting like the procurement law and regulation, the Income Tax Act, the Public Financial Management Act and Regulation, the own internal control systems. So all of this, maybe if na contract they enter into the contract terms, as the case may be. So meaning something they would benchmark the performance of the institution then they. But all of the performance and they gear towards service delivery to the people of Sierra Leone. I want to let Oma understand that one day, not to just any other thing. So we take subject matter then. Under the thing that you look at subject matter then, are we the focus and benchmark the performance of the institution then they. So we take subject matter. Within the subject matter then they, I will say at the focus on procurement. Procurement becomes a subject matter. So one subject matter we will take under the institution then we cut across all of them, maybe procurement and contract management. Why? Because over the years we observe say government they spend a lot of money on procurement and contract management. The procurement, why? Because the processes them over the years, we realize that the processes then they can be violated. People that can jump procurement processes because the law make them very clear what are the things you do we want to procure. Even this copy we want to buy them, waiting at the steps the way they take. Why contract management? We realize that most of the contract the way government they sign with service providers them, we realize that after the signing of the contract, nobody know they follow up on whether the terms of the contract are met. So now one subject matter that one the way they inside that particular area. The other aspect now expenditure management and control. This one are the general money where they na institution the bank account where they receive either directly from government or do not support them, where they get them, where they for use for render services. The controls that we did over the years, we notice say the PFM, the Public Financial Management Act and Regulation, make them very clear. The one key thing where they say under that, no money, one dime from government coffer, nobody not for take them and use them without an always payment voucher and a get document for support the use of that money day. We notice say the same thing inside and they say we focus on them inside the inside and that. So now one of the things and the other side are revenue management. Revenue we all know say we need money, and this money and I they make country grow. But we notice say yes, revenue streams and the way people that they way for collect revenue. But the revenue then the end point of the revenue any institution they collect now in the consolidated fund, then a government in main account, now the other money they forgo. So you know for take them. In fact, the law make them very clear that when you collect the money, the subsequent day you for the imposition for pay. So meaning we calculated the subsequent day maximum 24 hours. You know for dinner in hand, you for deposit an account where government of Sierra Leone through Akatanya go don designate for let them deposit the money dem dey. The other aspect na tax irregularities. The Income Tax Act make am very clear with certain tax dem we call statutory deductions that wey for happen. Some taxes that wey people dey follow like PAYE, withholding taxes, GST itself, GST Act itself dey inside the GST payment. So we realize say those taxes, people dem the way that they collect am, you can see evidence of collection, but evidence of payments to NRA becomes an issue. The other aspect wey dey inside dey na asset management. This asset management, we realize say most institutions they can buy asset the way you go there for see the asset that they becomes problem. The asset that you know they see them, and the asset they can be either vehicles the way they buy of office furniture and equipment, and we can cost boku money. The asset that the way they buy and for let it able help them for let them work effectively and efficiently, let them able deliver the service that they to the people that they. But down the back, we realize in an issue, and above all, payroll management. This year, in fact, payroll na one whole chapter inside part 1. Now one of the chapter down inside part 1, we single out payroll. In fact, this year the theme of the audit na payroll because we can listen to the cry of people them, of Sierra Leoneans them. Year out, hey, all my every media, see don't people that say payroll bloat, politician payroll bloat, everybody payroll bloat. Fine, no problem. Forget people them employ because employment no, they not a problem down there. If government employ you, is a can render services, we say they get your hand too much and you people that need your services. I'm not facing a problem. Oh. But what will go there, if this amount of money is going, they're going to people they earn, then we say, okay, fine, no problem. Every ministry will go last year, where we look at the payroll, even if not 2 people that they on the payroll, what you the auditor general tell we last year, he say, even if not 2 people there, you need to see the 2 people that they, because now they no more give you comfort that indeed these people are there.
So for this year, we'll get any
and they are working.
With the payroll?
So now in the 2023, we look at 2023 report. So what you notice inside that report there, now that the institutions that we highlighted on payroll issues, where they in the ministry, not to payroll chapter, in the ministries, department and agencies, that we notice say most of the institutions then something where you go there on the payroll, we say the voucher, the salary they pay every day, they will say we get 40, for example.
Also answer.
For example, this now overview I they give on the chapter, you know, are not specific on any ministry. So say if you go inside the report, you look at it, because we look at the report, you see the details.
We do we work for let we inform the public. You deny,
yes.
So you can highlight some of the institutions.
No, now the thing I don't tell you. If you look at the back of the report, I don't hold the report. If you look at the back of the report, this agenda as in ministries, we audited several. I mean, if you look at the introduction, I think we audited 158 ministries this year. You don't understand what they say on that. So it cut across. So not to all ministries will audit this issue there. Now that I want to talk.
So in some of the one that will fall short on this.
So therefore, the issue on payroll is that we realize people that they were not available for verification. Staff that they were not available for verification, physical verification. You don't understand?
Like
so
who say when I go away, then they be go just highlight 1 or 2, if not all.
You get the report. I be wish.
No, you now do now work. Not
yeah, now we do. There are a lot of ministries that they will do for say as you don't know. I know.
I make I say 1 or 2, not all.
I know of particular ministry now. Like say let name and now say this ministry. But, no, I can't do that.
But now we do a report. At least you forget brief knowledge, and you can't.
That is the knowledge that I'm telling you now. That is the knowledge that I'm telling you. If not specific, if we say let we take Ministry of Health for example, specific. Now example no more they give. They will go look at step by step issue of Ministry of Health.
So if one fall under an institution, you go say this get ghost worker, for example. You know, member non-institution.
No, I can't. No, I can't. It's 400 and something pages for say as you don't know, I know, and the report not there before me. That's the point where they say. So now I make us say if you get the report and that this is not public document now. The annual report na public document, not a secret document any longer. If you get the report under at the appendix, if you look at the back of the report, you go see the institution that they were in a summarized form. So if I get the report, but I not get the report now for talk on specificities, they say this na Ministry of Education they are looking at, this na Ministry of Health. No, that's not there now because this na just highlight the themes that why don't bring her out, now highlights them. You don't understand? So that let people they know what is happening around those areas. So on procurement, for example, the subject matter procurement we'll look at on contract management. Contract and the way they do award to people them, where they for supply, some of them they for supply educational materials to schools. Those materials are not supplied even when payment has been made. Some of them they for supply goods and services to the government. Those goods and services are not supplied even when payment have been made. Some of them for do construction, some side, those constructions have not been made, even those payments have been made. So for say I go sit down now I talk say all these services are they are begin catalog this and no.
For example, we get the vice president's office where we understand say ghost worker then they take we to that.
So
now
manage find out. The name ghost worker, so we say staff they not be there for physical verification. So we have not classified them as ghost. As at the time of the audit exercise, their staff then they not be available for physical verification. That not the thing. The time we'll begin the audit, we'll be the look at payroll and on to the point we'll publish a report. Their staff then they not become for physical verification. So I don't know, like we put ghost. I don't know, me not died, so I'm not going to tell you what ghost because.
So it's not fair not the briefly.
Now that's not the thing because like what you don't talk so now that staff they will not be available for physical verification.
So I wanna consider that in on audit to work on do.
Now the language and the word don't use so.
So which one, the ghost or waiting exactly?
No, the staff not available for physical verification.
Okay.
We not go know, we not go able to determine. That's why you see the layers of report. We don't take now. This now we observe. As at the time of the audit. We don't take them to another level. The other level now is parliament. When parliament go down look their own based on their own principles, and then they can able to conclude now whether they are ghost or not a ghost. Me not know about ghost. I've never seen ghost. But as staff, they will not.
But normally, now so they can call if as such in any situation where you go for let people be accountable, they're not able to explain or show you any document where you go say now this amount of people get where they work here now. So normally in Kegifa, such situation.
People's interpretation of issues are there for talk on audit, and the language they use, they use the language here. Do you?
But that can be the language of audit in some cases as
well.
No.
Me not use it.
So almost staff.
Me not use it.
So
me not
almost
use it.
staff.
They are not say now ghost worker. No, me not use it.
So Mr. Mori, before we take other issue,
clear.
almost staff them. Una no me able interview during una process na vice president.
You say interview or verification?
Not to verify.
Not to
verify. Almost staff them una no me.
You can get to the report there. It's very clear.
You didn't.
I'm not get her off head. That's the point.
But Mr. Mori, you know, say the kind this morning you supposed to forget.
Yes,
the report,
I'm talking.
And now you do your report.
No, wait. If you be tell me say Mr. Lansana, if I be no say Mr. Lansana come here and talk on ministry A, B, C, D, I will tell you.
But if I expect any question at the same
no,
time.
that's what therefore I'm here to talk on the Auditor General's annual report.
And now wait till the action in line with to work will not go out of the way.
So that no, una perfectly correct.
Okay.
Me say my position here is I'm not there in a position now. The report not there before me. If I was coming and I knew that I'm coming to talk on a specific institution.
No, general. We can't mention other institution.
No.
Pick on
so
anyone.
Now, if not general, so therefore not general, I make the topic where I begin introduce so like the subject matter then a day under which we call we main point. So now general, like we look the chapter, we open the chapter, or what I talk so now the overview.
Okay.
If you be say the overall overview, then I will begin from the general purpose financial statement. I go to the payroll. I will talk to on the 7 chapters in the payroll.
Continue.
But because you open part 2 where they deal with ministries department, so therefore waiting they under just ministry, like where you go other side, different thing that they will come on board. So now the thing and Andy. So on because not
we need to go for a break, please.
Okay.
Continue for the week inside the program. In name na Mori Lansana, in the Deputy Auditor General and Audit Service Salo. As we there for look at the 2023 audit report. We go for a break. When we come, we continue for look at more issues.
We will present this edition come to you this morning. Mina Sapti you Kalon.
My name Usman Kamara. Still inside the studios, we get the head of media and communications for ER Salon winner Augustine Buna Esquire. Augustine, look at tickets. What's the price?
So we get 2 tickets for now. We get the one winner just one way. For instance, if you buy a ticket from Salon to Nigeria and then want for comeback, book with you for that, you can just pay $450. And if you do a return trip with we, now $800. Now we need to understand, say we get other flights where they do this route, but then the tickets where we sell and the price where they on the tickets and they for now the most reasonable for that route stay from Salon to Nigeria. We do them specifically because this now the people of Sierra Leone, and we intention behind this business that for ensure say we open connectivity, we open Salon to other nations them. We no want to charge the same kind of price we other airlines and they charge, and really make them very difficult for people and for common Salon for going to other country than they. And this is some of the reasons that we make we need to get more of them kind of business in their Salon, because if the competition tough, you get lower prices and give people the chance for spend less, but for go to different places them and explore different various opportunities them. We tickets for now $450 for the one way and $800 for return ticket. Now the most affordable. That put them in simple terms. Now the cheapest for that destination day.
So apart from Nigeria, what's route again on the use?
We get Nigeria on a direct flight. We need to transit anywhere for now. And we get different phases of the business we not open yet. And once we get better information or better planning as to other destinations them. I will come at the studio and explain to people them. But for now, we just need to do the Nigerian route.
All right. Rumor will go around now that them ban this flight na Europe space and not for use am. Is it true?
So I go advise people for they do more research. The thing is, the ban where the EU puts not on Air Sierra Leone. Air Sierra Leone a new company. They launch them in 2024. So Air Sierra Leone a very new company. That ban they now on Sierra Leone Day and beaucoup other nations them. You know, where the European Union say if the nations and they certify flights, as in give them the AOC, then flights are not supposed to fly now the European the EU airspace.
So not
to specifically Air Sierra Leone. And abandoned on this since 2008.
On Salon.
On Salon and beaucoup other nations them on Salon. So it doesn't mean say if Nigeria certify we not fly Nigeria, you know. But we not going to fly with that flight they go UK for now, which is why not to that flight they we get for use. If ever we get for start, we out. And also the certification from Salon we get for use. If for instance one for fly go France, or one for fly go Germany, or one for fly go England, it has to be an AOC where England give the flight for able to make a flight. But if na Salon no more give that flight to the AOC, then that flight is not able to fly na the UK airspace.
Okay, now we'll look at the issue about unawardiness certification. Who's how una get them from just Salon Civil Aviation or other more advanced extended aviation authority?
So when I start for talk, I think I make mention of the fact say the land you flight na another country, a sovereign country without the not certify say this flight here safe for Canaway airspace and even land. So we get certification not only from Salon but from Nigeria for now.
Okay.
If we get plans for extend we route to Ghana, to other places, we will get for clearance and certificates from their nations and there as well. So for now we get one from Salon and then from Nigeria because I do what they do.
I do solemnly swear that the evidence I shall give before this committee
Workman them na the Ministry of Agriculture they take oath before member them na the Public Account Committee na Parliament as they be the answer to question and what the Auditor General report say then do inside 2023. Page 94 na the audit report say workman them na the Ministry of Agriculture store na Kisi no be before give account about 7 machine them we been supposed for them at the store during the time for audit and self according to the auditor this report found out say plenty machine them will be left return store for gonna boy and Kenema not be reach the store them where they supposed for reach.
On the 4th of March 2023, this was the date in the store ledger, the Freetown store says rice trasher 8 left Freetown store based on the information in the store ledger. But based on the signed delivery note, that is when the items were now delivered in Kenema and Bo. So for Kenema said we only received 3. That was what they signed for. So meaning 8, the whereabouts of it was unknown. So a difference of 5. On the 4th of March again, change store, Freetown store recorded 4. Kenema acknowledged receipt of 5. So there was a difference of 3. So in total, 14 items left Freetown store for Kenema, but only 5 of those items were received in Kenema. That was what Kenema store acknowledged. And there is a difference of 9. So 9 still rolling. That is a total. In Bo Freetown store says change store 4 from Freetown store. They sent 4 from Freetown store based on the record allocated stores ledger. And then Bo only received 1 based on the acknowledgement of receipts that they give. So 3 unaccounted for. Transplanters, Freetown store recorded 5 of it that they issued 5 from Freetown store, but Bo only acknowledged receipt of 3.
With this, member them na the committee be asked the current store manager for the Ministry of Agriculture na Kisi store for give account of how the machinery so where they be record say then a KC store no reflect on the number of machine them wey auditor them meet during the time when the audit, and self how machine them wey left free of Ogunabo and Kenema no reflect the exact amount of machine them wey reach na the store them Nabo and Kenema. And when they reply, the current store manager be reply say e no go able for give account for some of them machine so because during the term where they be the audit and not to be the store manager, but this in excuse. Now one of the chairman of the public account committee, Honorable Ibrahim Tawa, not been grieved for and asked Workman them for explain but how the machine so waka. And this now be the explanation later on after the chairman request.
And when I took over, it was 15.
So 25, 10 was distributed, you inherited 15.
Yes.
So how did you distribute that 15?
4 was issued to Chinese, and the 11 was issued to.
Who are the Chinese?
Those Chinese companies who took out the document.
Is this the document?
This is the document they gave me.
You show the public the document that you used to distribute government assets.
They took the original along.
Did they receive it? Who signed for it?
The Chinese. Agricultural Technical Corporation in Bo.
And from what Workman them at the ministry, been go before for explain what the whereabouts of them machine here, make the committee be rule say by Wednesday, January 22 this year, all the staff them will be the work at the Ministry of Agriculture during the time where they do this audit for come to Parliament and give account of the machine them where they able for accounts for.
Where is the person that you took over for?
It's not in there.
Okay, I have to be fair. By the schedule you've given me, there was an handing over was given to you. But the distribution was done while you were not in office.
Yes, sir.
Where is the person that was there at the time?
Working in prison, correctional center.
As what? What is his name?
As storekeeper.
Storekeeper.
Jusu.
Jusu. Get Jusu to come on Wednesday because by the look of this, I'm sure we are going to reschedule for Wednesday. But for this issue, for these 5 chainsaw, we must see them and we must know where they are. If you say you distribute them, somebody must sign for it. And that person, when you are coming, make sure the person come with you on Wednesday. If it is Farmer Federation, bring them so that they will answer for it.
Now with this ruling, the committee be moved to other issue where the audit reports been picked up. Usai will command them that the Ministry of Agriculture not be able for show the auditor them 46 motorcar and 36 bike where make Honorable Ibrahim Tawa Conte. They will say all the people them the ministry been give them motorcar for bring them a parliament by Wednesday.
The ones in the field, are they part of the 45?
Yes, we captured them in our
So where are they?
Well, from the list here, they are assigned to various offices.
Okay, that list, give it to PS so that PS will tell them all of them to bring it to Parliament. When they come, let them park at the forecourt.
Right, sir.
On Wednesday, all of these vehicles, let them park at the forecourt. You should provide 45 motor vehicles and 36 motorbikes for verification. Physically.
So with regards the motorbikes issue, sir.
Now let's finish the vehicles and the motorbikes. PS, you should write to all of them in the field that they should leave the field on Tuesday and come to Parliament on Wednesday with all of these vehicles. They should park at the forecourts so that we see them.
After this ruling, we command them that the Ministry of Agriculture been trying for justify say but 8 motorcar done in a bad condition and not able for kind of Parliament. But this, the Honourable Member of Parliament and this committee say they will look inside the issue then they later. But for now, all the motorcar are in a good working condition for come to Parliament. But this issue around the Ministry of Agriculture, where its report highlight, now we plenty we make members of the committee being choose another term for continue for look at the issue them. So to that time, the Radio Democracy will continue for bringing another report then they for the Society for Radio Democracy. Me, Nacheng Jalo, the report.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue still inside the studios. We get Mori Lansana, the Deputy Auditor General and Audit Service Salon. You don't hear from that report. They will report at Cherno Jalo do na Parliament.
Yeah, of course, I did the Parliament yesterday on the Ministry of Agriculture. So when I see the beauty why be the talkish now. If na specific issue a come on, probably we will enlighten the people them. Because maybe not to everybody be the Parliament yesterday. Ministry of Agriculture now just one ministry who audit and we dey inside the Auditor General annual report. Now, we will look at agriculture, any ministry where they go, they look at within our principal mandate. We all know say agriculture business in this country and a food business. Very important. And in so doing, they focus na food business. So anything around food business now they take as priority. Now the first issue they bring up. Government year in year out, government they spend. Why they use the word year in year out? Because most of the issues that they bring come now as a result of follow up issues there. Because don't they do audit on their ministry the year in year out. So we can follow up on within some of the things that we don't look at last year, how far they don't go to, how far they don't implement the Auditor General audit recommendations. So government over the years don't they spend a lot of money on agricultural implements because now that the cry of farmers they say in a day. So where the agricultural implements them come, where they receive them now, we get the stores then now, where they receive them, the Kisi store the way now the government they put all of that in and they force before we begin distribute them. So like the allocated stores ledger, where the items they don't receive them. They don't can out supply, don't bring the cam, they don't bring delivery note, they don't receive an IR, they don't acknowledge it, they don't receive the quantity where they receive, they enter inside area for accountability and control. They enter inside one small book where they call allocated stores ledger. That book they show the quantity where they come at any point in time, and when you they issue them, the balance where they show it tell that story. So we'll go request for that book then. We'll request for them. The item then so we'll highlight where you bought. Like that change sure. Because we take samples right across the country. We not as I be talking now risk based now sample that we take. We say let's just test if the information where they are, how far a day. So the allocated stores ledger records say they issue a particular quantity to Kenema and another quantity to Bo. Now that the ledger show. So what you will do, we get offices then at Kenema, we get offices then at Bo, we get offices then at McKinney. We, as well, there were other offices in the north where they say they send it. But why it not mentioned inside the report? Because they don't reconcile. What do you mean by reconcile? Waiting left Freeton store. It be the same as waiting reach now the other offices then. They now make the not now several offices that will take. So for Bo, for Kenema, waiting left the Kenema store. Like for instance, there was one item we left now 15 left the Freeton store. They load inside motorcar, they say they go Kenema. What Kenema say they receive now be 7.
Okay.
So it's not equal. So the difference and then I will report it under.
Okay.
Additionally, the ledger say now we get so quantity of item inside the store. But when we check that a physical account, we say okay, if you say you get 3 items inside the store, where the 3 items bring account, we realize say something inside the case they get 15 items. Now only 2 day. So the difference. So now that report they bring come. Now coming to the issue of like this story. So why they talk now that allocated stores ledger. You know go see that allocated stores ledger inside the Auditor General annual report because now big document and now boku information they. But however, there will be the parliament yesterday. Even when we start the hearing, there was the storeman. He begins to guys, duplication they this information here because na big document they can't inside the Auditor General annual report. So what would they do? Would they just extract the information we go correspond with this? But when we go parliament now where the hearing they take place, they can request for their schedule then they would call a schedule. So yesterday inside parliament what happened? What he pull head? They agriculture man they say no, they say na duplication. They not get information on that day. Okay. Now we say fine. So now we bring we own ledger. We they call a working paper. They working paper that they now we own personal document them. But now the evidence and the way they give rise to. So this one, why are they talk this? This one just the resonate to your question we ask. Like we say, they say these people there, how many people there? No, something 100 people there. We not go put 100 people their name inside the report.
So now,
so we summarize. But anytime anybody need information,
so as,
thing and we keep provide.
As you don't summarize for agriculture, I believe so you're able to summarize for other issues. Relate to the document and the document they are with we all we question and are based on waiting the Auditor General report say because we get the document right here with we. So in line with Waiting a state, it's on an audit report of 2023. Look at the area of duty waivers and concession owner grant to individual and institution them, and according to the document where they write here with we 31 business owner them not able to present necessary document but with the benefit from duty waiver. And an example of such now Leo Rock we can clarify. You can explain a bit just like how you don't get some issue of agriculture ministry.
So on which specific on
the duty waiver issues.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
So now just the same. Now you say 31.
Yes,
business.
waiting the document.
So now that is what the document say. Now
okay.
in that report you will not see the names of the 31.
They make us let you just.
So at the camp now they just the same explanation. You not go see the list of that 31 day. You don't understand? You know the kaya. What is important now? Waiting at the principle behind it because they say giving duty waiver processes and procedure, the way they follow for let anybody benefit from duty waiver. Those processes and procedures so that they violate now don't highlight yonder. But we cannot come, okay, let's tell you now, 98.1. If for every audit issue where they inside under, what would they raise inside that report? If we say we they put every issue, let's say like that, 31, I will put them, any other issue we put, the report will be over 10 billion papers. We cannot. It's not just possible.
So let me do enough for highlight some, which is not inside the report you talk
about. Now like that duty waiver, that would call working paper file. Now schedule is there. It no go day here. It no go day here. Now then they guide you for arrive at this conclusion. It no go day here. It cannot come there. That is the point where they try for arrive at. Now we audit process that one everywhere in the world. They see the highlight. We say necessary. If now be small information, just petty information. For let we put together and summarize, you can get them. You see the store issue, we summarize and break out. But we cannot highlight all the 31 and put another. Just like in the instance of if you go outside, that you get up to 10,000 transactions, you cannot put all of it there.
So now
is try for break out to you.
Again, with
the underlying factor is very clear on the duty waiver. We say documentation not there for support. That is something they will for sure say yes, they're eligible for receive them. Not to for say a bad for give duty waiver. No, not to that to the question. But anybody will get them if for be in line with waiting the laws of Sierra Leone say. So therefore, if document not deny, we don't highlight.
So when are the issue between Leo Rock and the issue of duty waiver? We're not a misunderstanding.
Fine.
Because according to Leo Rock, they may don't get a duty waiver from government and then clear certain things.
Okay.
Waiting now, na yon say we not see, we not able get clear. We get for those Leo Rock.
Okay, fine. Thank you very much. I'll be explaining you the audit, the process I don't explain now. We are here over radio. But to highlight, under the general proposed financial statement, when the government accountant general they prepare and submit to the Auditor General for audit, the responsibility of that financial statement of the Auditor, where accountant general they submit of the Auditor General for express opinion. The audit opinion, that is how easy and professionally whether that financial statement it tell the story where the accountant general go don't put inside of government activities over the period. So the period was 1st January to 31st December 2023. Equally so, while the Auditor General they express the opinion, they also get the responsibility for look at based on the requirement of expressing the opinion for look at laws and regulations. So one of the requirements they are under the laws and regulations, and we know say the laws now contract them where government of Sierra Leone enter into with several institutions. Please take note. Contract where government of Sierra Leone enter into with several organizations and institutions. These are not public institutions. So private. One of shares under the clause was Sublab. The other one was the passport production, and the other one now be the rail and port, Kingho.
Okay.
Now, when the Auditor General look into that, so not to be just one specific, not to foresee na target to target anybody, it was not specific. If you look into the report, they three things they were not under compliance with clause and contract terms and regulation clauses in the contract terms. So under it, with the specific to you point now, the contract of itself will be the look at the GPFS. We contracted because na rail and port. So now under Sierra Leone Maritime Administration, now under the fall, that particular provision they will be the look at. So we contacted Sierra Leone Maritime Administration. Now look, in the course of auditing the general proposed financial statement where Accountant General does submit, which is a government institution, and where would they look at those contracts? Why? Because government forget money by their contract then they. It is assumed based on the contract that the government forget money. We are interested in government money, whether those monies were there and whether they are in line with waiting the law or the terms of the contract say.
Okay, we need to go for a break. We'll come back to you where you can go, explain more on that. As now we they go on a court Monday, January 2025. One panel defense lawyer them when Rashid Dumbia be submit the no case of submission at court before magistrate Santiki Bangwana Pademba Road Court number 2 for second client when our Madina to aunt when a reality TV star where police allege say because President Bio anywhere Fatima Bio. The magistrate though withdraw the case file for ruling. We will be Wednesday, January 22nd this year. For more on this, let we listen to a court reporter, Theodore Arena.
At around 10 o'clock in the morning, the courtroom of Padembaul Court number 2, where Magistrate Santigi Bangura de Sidon Pam, been full up and sign up been there for some people for Sidon, who side the accused when a Awana to Madina owns, when a reality TV star been wear black polo and the same blue jeans where he been wear the last time where he be appear in a court and been tying head with black and kitchen. Outside the lead state prosecutor when a Yusuf Isaac Sise be mentioned this matter where be make the accused been grabbed from the seat outside accused people and can sit down and enter the dock and been putting Anna in back. After where the state prosecutor when a Yusuf Isaac Sisebe don't mention this matter, the lead defense counsel, lawyer Rashid Doumbia been start for giving no case submission at court, who say he been give different reason them will make the magistrate court for throw away this case na do. During this matter, lawyer Rashid Doumbia be argue say them bring them clients come na the wrong court, as he say na the high court for being go with this matter. Lawyer Rashid Doumbia be same so say error dey pan the charges them where the prosecution come with, as he say charge not dey when a sending insulting message. After where the lead defense counsel don't make his submission done, but he been quick for make the state counsel say no error not dey pan the case and say na the right court them in charge the case. The defense lawyer been same way so say the prosecutor not prove all the elements of the offense against the accused person, because he say the allegation against the accused not cause any injury to the president and the first lady. Outside the state been say any case where concern some public official them, the state can come as complainant by default. Yusuf Isaac Sise been same way so say sufficient evidence there for make our Madina to aunt go stand trial at the High Court of Freetown. Magistrate Santigi Bangura don't withdraw the case file of our Madina to aunt when a reality TV star where police may allege say been cost the president and first lady Fatima Bio for ruling. After where one pan the defense lawyer them, they don't give them no case submission and ask the bench for discharge this matter from court. Magistrate Santigi Bangura don't send back the accused for the number 5 term go na the female correctional center sorted January 22 this year. The lawyer them where they represent the accused na R. Doumbia, SBCC, MS Doumbia, SM Kagbo, TM Conte, M Conte, A Conte, J Jallo. And the one the way they represent the states na Yusuf Isaac Sise, AMB Taylor Kamara and other one them. For Radio Democracy, me na Theodora Rena the report.
Inside the program, when you come over to the other studio guest, Head of Media and Communication, AR Salon, though you don't emphasize on the things on don't put in place for ensure say people get confidence in AR Salon and ensuring that they're going for a way they travel different side, but safety and other concern them don't be from Salon people and consistency of this flights. How much una go ensure say una start we not wanna come back gigs in or excuse for say well this thing they will need for put in place with the stop operation force.
Well, we know for actually give date for start now. We know for don't make any kind of progress there for start if anything will not be resolved or anything that we supposed to resolve.
Okay.
Now that we come, we then can vivid steps there. It means say we don't do everything humanly possible. We required by the Civil Aviation Regulatory Body in a Salon that now SLCAA and the other nation and self the institutions that really regulate plain business day. It means we don't clarify everything. We get the go ahead for start. So now that we don't start, I mean, I just wish we will that we business thrive and una self continue for enjoy with services that we provide. And if I tell you this, by the way,
okay.
Inside we flight, we get for the serve not to American food and day. Now the same cassava leaf for you eat now us. Now we equally get for the serve inside we flight, so you get the chance for enjoy delicacies.
What about other continental food? What if people order nationals indeed, we not Sierra Leoneans.
Well, looks up to you. When you travel, if for instance a Chinese flight, because now the national law, and we say the travel do, now for promote them food and culture and delicacies. Now this is Sierra Leone to the world. This is Sierra Leone to other nations. So one for give other nationals them the opportunity for taste we own salon food them. So we get for do them that kind of way for now.
So ownership of Air Salon, is it fully owned by Sierra Leone or partly? Because you don't mention Nigeria a lot. Take me through the ownership quickly.
Well, I'm not going to go deep into that, but what I was saying that Air Salon now a private owned company, not a government get Air Salon, now a private owned company, a businessman we come together and invest.
The businessman are Sierra Leonean, eh?
Well, some of them are Sierra Leonean and some of them are Nigerians, yes.
But we'll not get better time again. You'll wrap up on the issue we get for do with Leo work.
So, as I be the talk, not to government institution. So we'll get a contract. We went to SLMA. We so want to see whether the terms of the contract comply. SLMA produced the contract away. But we'll look at the contract. You know, say contract of that nature, then they mining contract, they get for be ratified by Parliament. So we ask, this will not go able to place much reliance on them. Even though we don't give away the ratification, because we want for be sure. They say when a this document in gets. Fine. Sierra Leone, we are a member of the Extractive Industry International, that are a global organization where they see accountability and transparency around extractive industry, and we they participate well. So one requirement we did now public disclosure of information. So and waiting at this public disclosure information of the nature that they for be somewhere we go hard to it. So we went to NME website. This contract was not there, the ratified one. Parliament, they say now another institution down there. We go there hoping that we will see this contract. It was not there. They get compendium with Parliament normally laws the way they ratify, they keep put on there. This contract, it was not there. But SLMA now una they follow up on this. And this document they what you go give you assurance say this na legal document where they work with. We na Parliament no more for pass am before it hold true.
So in that year, there no mistake not make by Audit Salon.
No, that's our position.
Okay.
So therefore, and we don't get no business for do this man.
Okay.
Nothing. It can't hire all the rest of it. Okay. So PAC here it come. They called in a Parliament. We were there in attendance. That was when a document was now submitted to the Public Account Committee, ratified document. No problem. And that now be the audit to say we don't see the ratification. So therefore, the audit objective, I want to tell people the normal say, and that my brother will be considered in the first place. I feel say an apology because it be indicate say a auditor general. Even raise so many, but I not get concerned about that. But we do work for the people of Sierra Leone. An apology for the people of Sierra Leone. And to me, personally, this na my personal view, and I be feel say like something. And at this na the position who they put to MP there because like the Parliament and they submit the document there they can't see it on the radio. So therefore I want to tell and say the audit not begin to. Now that we are waiting for the ratified document where it is formally submitted to us by the PAC, then the audit will begin. Okay. Why are they bring this to the attention of the people? Let tomorrow so we find something inside there. We not all go well for the people of Sierra Leone. Highlight and then they say Auditor General they go against people them. So that number one make it clear to people that the audit report not be get error. We are right and we are 100% right. And in apology not to the Auditor General no more but to the people of Sierra Leone.
It's very important question, Mr. Bona. Somebody say from Mystic na Duazak, he say why so sudden you change the uniform of the air attendants? Is it the pressure from the public or what?
Another message will take now?
Yeah.
Okay, another one they say good morning, Radio D. Mr. Lansana is afraid of responding to the right question. This is the problem of Sierra Leone people afraid to talk. That is why I love Honorable Tawa Conte. This one from Musa Momona on Facebook page say, why are you there to discuss about your institution when you don't have an important document like the Audit Report 2023?
All right, well, that's some of the few messages them. Over to you, Bona.
Yes, thank you very much. I like the comment. Now, we firstly come salon and the flight attendants then just been get them inner shirt on and not been get them jacket on. That not to be the full uniform. They with the flight first camera, but then that picture they go viral. Now, I want for make we understand say these flights are salon flights. If the people them go online and show say they no like the thing where the flight attendants and put up because that one they represent salon to the wider world, and we make the necessary, we take the necessary steps and for ensure so we get something better. It means say we dey listen to the people of this country. We want for make everything what we dey do reflect what the people they expect, and we project Salone in the best way possible to the rest of the world. Okay. So, and I'm happy that the person left the uniform now and he say we don't change them, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
When are the capacity of Air Salone?
Well, now 50 seaters flights. This Embraer 145 now 50 seater flights for now.
Okay.
All right, plenty thank you for joining inside the program. Lastly, Mr. Murray, waiting at the total cash loss now this 2020.
Yeah, I respond to the text message then first. One, afraid? No, we're not afraid. That's why we report on what you would observe.
But why you know?
I'm in the studio here. I think the right question not answered. Probably the person need to understand that the specific questions, the details, the way that they want for let get into, not the audit report. Now we prepare the audit report, so it always available to you. But they want me to go. I think the issue here is the specific issues. Therefore, go into detail like bringing appendixes, schedules to support what they inside the when a voluminous document are not going to do that one day for Brian Kana, and that not the bone of contention, not to the details in the annual report. The annual report now we prepare at any point in time. We're ready for defend them, we're ready for talk about them. But if you now be specific on issue, like say this particular issue, waiting sum up to that issue there, where you need working paper, when are we on time the way they use, when are we on documentation for evidences. Those ones we cannot move with them, not to think for just move with them. So now that's not the issue. So now the clarity that the
total cash loss.
On the average, the total cash loss for this year, well, we call it losses, we call it irregularities. Probably that people the way they call a day in stages. Probably people may want to know the stages the way they day. But what again, I go emphasize that this report na public documents. People need to get in there. In as much as we can already for talk about them, but we cannot talk too much on them because of time.
So when are they?
But the cash losses them where people then they call cash loss, who they call irregularities with financial impact, where very important. Let us just get to, because somebody say the report are not get. I want to tell and say not to the report issue. I get the report. It's about what I talk about there. Now that for ministries, departments, when I one category with that of the report, and I want 52 billion new loans, 10 million US dollar, and 3,600 euro. For local councils, we get 4.7 million. For donor projects, commissions, and public enterprises, 76.4 million. Then the total are 233.77 million. Then are new loans. Then 10.46 United States dollar million, 11.20 euro, and 28.64 pounds. So now they break down they inside the audit report. Now clear document down there. So like for these are highlights. Now we go into the individual chapters. You go see the breakdown.
Una need for come by airtime and make so many things
no problem.
Clear and let people get proper understanding on audit there.
No problem. We will communicate that to the Auditor General. Thank you very much.
Plenty thank you for joining inside the program. In name na Mori Lansana, in the Deputy Auditor General and Audit Service Salona Sumidia for look at the 2023 audit report. Same way so inside the program we will get Augustine Bona Esquire, we na the media person for Air Salon. Plenty thank you guys wanna join me inside the program this morning.